Today, we are diving into a hot topic that's been sparking debates all over the fucking internet and the world. Is it okay for people to record on their cell phones at concerts? Let's face it, recording has become second nature for a lot of us, but not everyone's a fan. Some argue it kills the vibe, distracts the artist, and annoys the shit out of the people stuck behind a sea of screens. So, what's the deal? Should we keep our phones up or put them down? We are going to break it down, so stick around.
The hair metal guru from Warren to Crew. The hair metal guru. Never forget Charlie too.
Welcome to the Hair Metal Guru. My name is Anthony. They call me the Guru. And holy shit, I got Mariah and Patrick here today because, yes, we are going to finally tackle the subject that I see people arguing about all the time online and at concerts is the amount of people constantly recording shit when they're at a live show. You hear the arguments, live in the moment, get off your phones and live life. So Mariah and Patrick are here to discuss their feelings on whether we should have those phones up recording or put them away and enjoy the show. With that, let's meet our roundtable, our threesome members. Mariah, welcome back to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me. It's a good topic to discuss. I feel like there's a lot of opinions both ways, so I think this will be really fun.
Awesome. Patrick is back and he's wearing a Skid Row shirt. Patrick, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, man. It's awesome to be here. It's a good team here and a good threesome to discuss what an obnoxious thing having your cell phone up
Best
during
threesome that's ever been on this channel. Wouldn't you say, Mariah? Just kidding,
Oh
Mariah.
yeah.
All right. Okay. Not that I've ever had a threesome, but there was that time at college for about 20 seconds. It was being considered. Anyway, just fucking with
Was
you.
was it two other men?
No,
It was in the urinal, I'm
no,
sure.
it was not two other men. Not two other. There was a girl involved. Okay. All right.
Just one?
Okay.
All right.
So I'll tell you, I'll kind of get into there's a reason that I started thinking about this topic. I mean, and obviously, yes, it is discussed a lot. A lot of people do have strong opinions on it. Before I get into my opinion, I'd like to start off with you two. So Mariah, Mariah is shit. You're 23, right?
Yeah.
Mariah comes from the newer generation, and we got us old fuckers, Patrick and myself. So I kind of feel like we've got all the avenues covered. Mariah, I'd love to hear from a younger person. What is your opinion on recording? You okay with it, or should we put the phones down?
I'm okay with it. I also, have, as you said, a bit younger, so, cell phones were really, becoming bigger as I was a kid. They've just gotten bigger since then, obviously, it's flip phones, and then we've, gotten to these iPhones and other phones that take incredible videos and photos and stuff like that. And I think in moderation, it's okay. I think if you have your phone up the entire time, maybe don't do that because, you do want to enjoy it. But if it's like a favorite song or something that you want to have recorded or you want to have photos, like, I totally understand that. I think that's a great thing. You can get a lot of good photos and stuff. And I'd rather see somebody into it with their phone up than somebody not into it, just like sitting there or just bringing the whole vibe down. Because I see that and I go, you guys are pathetic. Why'd you pay to come here if you guys are not really into it or not singing along with the songs or just sitting like, you're at a picnic or something? Like, what is this shit? So, I like it. I don't think it's a bad thing. And, hey, you're into it and you want memories, that's fine. Just don't be obnoxious about it.
I taught high school English for 12 years. The last year I taught was 2023, I think. And you know, every all young people, they're so used to doing their phone is their life. Kids today, like they don't care about driving. They care about this fucking thing right here. Their entire life is there. So they're used to recording every aspect of their lives. So I think, you kind of gave a good representation of that. Patrick, where do you stand on it? Does it annoy the shit out of you, or are you like, fine, do it?
I hate when I pay a bunch of fucking money for a concert ticket because let's face it, these days to go see our bands, it's not cheap.
Oh,
Okay. So I went and saw Sebastian Bach um, back in May of last year at a place in Connecticut called Toad's Place. It was a roaring concert. It was great. Um, but, you know, for $100 to get up close where I was, to have 2 seconds before he goes on and the lights go out, somebody's phone right in front of my face. It's pretty miserable. And I get it. I think if to Mariah's point, I don't think it's a problem if somebody breaks it out and takes a couple pictures or maybe videos, 10 or 15 seconds of him running out.
yep.
But when you sit there and record the first 5 songs with your phone up in the air, and half the time you're not even looking at your phone because it's in my way, it's really obnoxious. And, I always say to myself, when people take all those videos, they don't really go back and look at all of them. When are they sitting at home going, you know what, I think I'm going to watch my Sebastian Bach video over and over and over again? They don't. They maybe watch it once or twice and then it's forgotten, except for the people who put it on YouTube. But it's just, to me, it's frustrating. I come from an era, as you do, Guru, where when we went to the concert, we experienced it, and then afterwards we went home and we told our friends what we saw.
Right.
And it was almost more magical then that way.
I'm glad it worked out this way. Mariah's more on the pro side, Patrick's more on the negative side. I think I'm gonna kind of be right in the middle. I
Yeah.
used to be more with what Patrick was saying. I'd be like, "Fuck, you're sitting here and and like you guys said. I mean, yeah, if you take a picture here or there, but you're stuck with people recording the entire show, and I used to get fucking just kind of pissed. Um, but I also noticed that, hey, I was bringing out my phone quite a bit. Like, ooh, here's my favorite song, and I'm gonna record it, and do I go back and listen to it? No, not really. But here's what kind of changed my mind, and here's why I wanted to do the video, and then I want to hear your guys' take on this. In the last month, here are some videos that I have watched on YouTube. Some early Led Zeppelin. I don't know, it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
8, 10 minutes
The Van
uh,
Halen stuff.
from like early shit. And in the last month, some dude has released a treasure trove of early 1978 Van Halen.
Yep.
Van Halen at Madison Square Garden. Van Halen backstage, walking around, joking around. Shit that you would never have thought you would see.
Right.
Um, and I've seen this one way back in the day, but just a couple days ago, I was watching again. There is an old warrant video from a place called the Ranch Bowl in
Yeah.
Nebraska in April of 1989. It is a small fucking club. And Janie Lane is so fucking young and so alive. And so um, I look at those videos and I'm like, thank God somebody had a way to record it and fucking did. And then went and now, obviously it's different back then. Obviously back then, not everybody, we got lucky. So it's not the same thing, but I get where I'm like, you know what? Shit, maybe you're watching history being made and you don't know it, and so you pick out your phone, you record this thing, and while it may not matter much to you now, um, at some point you might wish you had that memory. Thoughts on that?
No, I'm with you on that. Especially if an artist dies or you're seeing it with someone and you're really excited. And I had a friend who went to a concert with their dad, and they have a video of them and their dad rocking out to whoever they were seeing, and their dad passed away like 3 days later. And so that was like the last video and like big memory they had, with their family. And I thought that was pretty cool because I was like, sometimes it's special to you. Obviously, you still have the memory, anyways, but you get to look back and you see, both of you going and having fun, and yeah, I feel like it can be good. It's just, again, something in moderation. If it's done obnoxiously, it's annoying, but there can be good things to it too.
Patrick, what do you think about my story of the shit that I've seen? And
I mean, I was another one who was going gaga over the fact that the Van Halen stuff came out. I mean,
yeah,
that was super cool. But I
yeah,
think there's a difference between that and the lady in the front row who's had 10 margaritas and, is jumping up and down going, Brett
yeah,
Michaels, come over here. And their hand, the phone is wildly doing this.
right.
That's
I
annoying.
agree with Mariah in the sense that, like, if you're out there with your dad and you're watching something going, oh my God, we've waited our whole lives to see this, by all means, take out your phone, take a picture, take a quick little 10-second video, 20-second video. But do you really need to record all of Every Rose Has Its Thorn and Fallen Angel and Nothing But a Good Time? And then while you're talking to the person next to you about, oh my God, it was so great, half the time they're not even paying attention to what they're filming. So I sound like the get off my lawn old guy, but like at the same time, all my greatest concert memories I don't have video of, and I'm okay with that. They're all up here.
I'm glad you say that because I'm not okay with that. Like like I think back what I wouldn't give. I just talked about shared this on a different video we did that I saw Warrant at the Bison Sports Arena in Fargo, North Dakota on the Dog Eat Dog tour. This is an actual poster that the radio station would put up at places they were selling tickets. And I'm like, yes, I do remember it, but if you could, I don't know how much I would pay to have had a cell phone and had gotten 20 minutes of video from that concert. I saw Skid Row on the Slave to the Grind tour. Yes, I mean, I remember it, but it's like, well, number one, I used to drink a lot. So there's a lot of these memories that seeing Warrant in the mid 90s at small clubs, Janie Lane, shit. Okay. Uh, if you've ever seen in one of my early Warrant videos, I shared somebody recorded a Warrant concert in 1995 at the Iron Horse Saloon in Minnesota, and I got pulled up on stage, and that video is on YouTube.
Too fucking cool. I'm gonna party with you guys, cowboys. Who's with that, okay, bud? The guy's got a fucking stronger now tattoo across his fucking arm. Look at him, put the fucking spotlight. That's a man who is committed. That's a man. You have no fucking idea, folks, what that does to you. You write a fucking song, next thing you know, you see it on somebody's fucking arm. That means the fucking world to me, brother. Thank you very much. I'll tell you what, why don't you step up on the side of the stage? We're gonna get you fucked up, okay?
And it's shitty recording. Do you know how fucking psyched I was when I found out that that thing existed?
Oh, I'm
Hmm.
sure.
Unreal. So, I mean, I'm just, when I look back at my life, one thing that I regret, not just concert wise, but life wise, things that I did with my son, things that I did with my family. Why did we not take more pictures? Like I look at my childhood, it's like there's yeah, there's a few, but there's not very many pictures. And you made a great point, Patrick, that how many times do you take that video and watch it? Very, very little. But I think like years later, like now, if I had a bunch of videos of me and my son, I bet I would pull that shit out because he's a senior now. He's getting ready to graduate.
I
Anyway,
think I
I don't
think
want
the,
to.
the, the
I'll let you
main
guys hop in.
difference, I
What's
think the
that?
main difference there is that when I'm at a concert, I paid to be there, you paid to be there, Mariah paid to be there, and we all paid a lot of money to be there. So there's a piece about being considerate to the other people around you.
Yeah.
And is it considered considerate to have your phone out for an hour and 30 minutes, in front of the person
Yeah.
behind you? That I have no problem with people taking pictures or taking a quick little video, but if I'm standing behind you the whole time and you've got your phone up, I mean, there's how many instances is there? There was a great video of who was it? It was Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden took somebody's phone and threw it because it was in his face the whole time.
Yeah,
If
that
you're
I won't
not
like.
being considerate to the artist, if you're not being considerate to the people around you, it sucks.
I'm glad you said that because I hate. I mean, I completely get what you're saying, but I hate when art, to me, like the artist, no offense, should shut the fuck up because I'm like, you know what? If I paid $50 to be here, but I completely get I just hate it when they're dicks about it. You
Right.
know?
All I'm saying, that's exactly what I'm saying. Just take your picture and take your quick little video, but don't be a dick and have it up the
No,
whole.
but I mean, I hate it when the artists are dicks about it too.
Oh, sure. The
You
artist got
know,
to chill
I'm
out.
like, hey,
Yeah.
we all fucking paid to be here. Why don't you just shut the fuck up and strum your little guitar or sing your little song, which it probably isn't, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think to their point, it's a little distracting for them when they're trying to give a performance and somebody's got it right here in their face, you
Sure.
know?
Yeah, that's not cool. I just say no one likes when people are being considerate, and that I guess it just extends to phone etiquette or anything else. Like, the example of the lady you're talking about, she sounds like she would be annoying, and I would want to be next to her regardless if she had a phone or not.
I'm 6'3", so every time I bring out a phone, I'm always like, and I don't drink, so I probably wouldn't have done this back in the drinking days. But when I do pull out a phone, I usually turn to the people behind me and I'm like, sorry, let,
Right.
let me know if I'm in your way. I don't sit there and
Yeah,
do like this. I try to get down. Anyway, there is a way to do it, you know, uh, for small spurts without being really fucking annoying. But when you're at a concert and a bunch of people are tanked drunk, they're usually not too concerned with your feelings
Right.
anyway. But
yeah. No, I've had some bad experiences with some drunk people at concerts.
yeah,
Concert etiquette there's no handbook on it, but like you said, Anthony, to your point about I wish I had video of this, or I wish I had more pictures of this. I got no problem with you taking 30 pictures at the
yeah,
concert, but just not every 5 seconds
yeah.
and every song. And oh, he's gonna sing 18 in Life. Oh my God, I didn't think he'd sing Piece of Me. Oh, it's like, come on. Like, odds are somebody else is videotaping it. Go on YouTube later and you'll see it.
Sure, sure.
True.
But can you imagine like how epic would it be to have like some of the shows that you went to
Oh, yeah.
and been able to get some of that video? I mean, we would always me and my college buddies would go to Minneapolis and see Warrant, and we would always get up front because they were playing small club, and we would get up front, and I had two Warrant songs tattooed, so they were always like pointing at my tattoos because I would always wear a tank top because we were gonna try to get Janie's attention, and most of the time it worked. And sometimes I got pulled up on stage. Sometimes he would just hey, that guy's got a stronger now tattoo, blah blah blah. But I would give anything to have that shit recorded.
God bless bootleggers, right?
Oh, right,
God
right,
bless the bootleggers because I went and saw GNR back in 2006. They canceled the night before in Portland, Maine, and then I saw them in Massachusetts. And they got canceled. They canceled because they weren't allowed to drink on stage during it, and it became a whole big to do because Axl like left a whole arena full of people before he canceled. And so he came out and in Massachusetts the next night, and the very first song his monitor wasn't working, and he booted it right off the stage. I would kill for a video of that.
right.
And if somebody had that, I don't need it to be where I was sitting, but God bless bootleggers for having their videos out there and for taping it. But at the same time, God, just be nice about it.
Yeah, yeah. And you guys talk about you would like, like or don't like footage or whatever of those tours. Unfortunately, I was not, unlucky to be born in 2001, so
Mhm.
I didn't get to go to any of those things. And I didn't get to see any of that, and I would love to see that just because I never got that. I'm happy that I get at least something. I wasn't born, 50 years from now. Where not nobody's they're all gone and no one's touring, but I would love to see those videos just because that's all I get. And I didn't get that. And that kills me because I would have loved it. My mom didn't appreciate it. And I'm like, I would have traded places with you.
I'm I'm yeah, it's really disappointing that because you would think as a professional touring band, you would record a lot of shit. Now maybe they were and they were, maybe at the end of the tour they were like, fuck it. I love watching old sporting events on YouTube,
Yeah, me
like
too.
old Steelers games and stuff. Well, back in the 60s and shit, when the TV station would put it on TV and they would record it, afterwards they just throw it away because they never thought, oh, years down the line, somebody may want to watch this, you know, this Super Bowl or this, so a lot of that shit doesn't exist. But like
Yeah.
Kiss used to record everything. And a
Yeah.
lot of that footage has come out, on various DVDs. They put those Kissology videos. Shit, there's footage of them like when they first were putting on the makeup in like 73. So anyway, like, we've talked about like, man, how you can't find live video of Warrant on the Dog Eat Dog tour. Didn't at some point they record that shit? And maybe
It
it's
exists. Somebody's got it.
and they just haven't put it out. Who knows, So that was kind of the genesis of this video idea was, man, I've seen some kick-ass footage and I thought about the times the things that I wished I had recorded, but then also the fact that yes, I have been at concerts and been like, fuck, man, please get that phone down so I can sit and watch the show. I'm sitting behind somebody who's tall like I am and doing this, and I'm stuck behind him, and all I see is this dude's fat head and his cell phone. So I get it.
We're in a generation, Anthony, where I think from probably 2014 or 15 forward, there will probably never be a concert that takes place in America, at least, that you can't find video footage of.
You're exactly right. You're
You
exactly right.
know, it'll never happen again.
Yes.
But from Mariah's perspective, I completely agree with you. If you were born in 2000 forward, how are you going to see any of this stuff? It doesn't exist. So there's pros to it. Absolutely. I'd be I'm a total hypocrite because what if next year when Poison goes on tour, you best damn believe opening night's concert footage I'm going to watch because I want to see that damn set list change. So how else am
Right.
I going to find out about it if I don't go on YouTube and watch it, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I watch it when it goes up there. So somebody, I'm grateful that I do. It sometimes determines whether or not I'm going to buy tickets to go see something.
Yeah, it's
But
true. Well,
I
I'm
might
buying poison tickets to Poison no matter what. That's gonna be awesome.
I might also be that hypocrite. Well, maybe I won't be the hypocrite, but if I and I will go see the 40th reunion
Oh,
Poison.
absolutely. That's must see. Yeah.
No.
Do you really think I'm not going to have my cell phone up when they
Might
fucking
be the
start
last
running
time
on
you
the
see
stage?
them. Yeah.
I hate to say it. I probably will. I won't record the whole show, but I'll probably be like, "Oh fuck, they're playing Every Rose. Who knows? This might be the last time I ever see it." So I
When
want
I'm
my
laying in
recording
bed
of it.
going to sleep, I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna see that. I still think at least some of us should all get together and, go to a
Oh
show
my
or something
God,
like
that would
that.
be incredible. I'd love to
That would
go
be
on one of the
amazing.
cruises with
I would
everybody.
love I would love to get all the people that come on the channel to yes, to like hit a Poison show, or I really do want to go on one of those cruises sometime.
I do
Oh my
too.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a kick-ass one happening next year. One of those Monsters of Rock cruises. Bunch of great fucking bands that I want to see. So it's spendy. And
You know what else would be cool is Rockin' Pod.
oh yeah,
Rockin' Pod would make a lot of sense because there's a lot of artists there too. You could do
yes.
a ton of live interviews at that.
And I think it's in Atlanta
Yeah.
here, but I think it's
The
about
Decibel Geek guys used to put that on. So
who?
Decibel Geek,
Oh, okay.
they used that the two guys were the ones that started that.
Oh shit. Yeah, I would like to get to that too. Me and Metal Mike from the 80s Glam Metalcast last year were talking about how we should go, and then fucking time sneaks up on you and like fuck now it's like probably happening any week
We're
now.
old people,
Yeah. Yeah. So,
except for Mariah. Yeah.
except for Mariah. All right. So, anybody got any last final thoughts that you want to say about uh recording at concerts?
Just don't be an asshole, I guess, is the lesson we get from this.
Don't be an asshole.
It's a
The
good
Patrick?
lesson
immortal
in life.
words of so many people: just don't be a dick.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, and I'll just say, like, I fucking get it. Like, I go to shows and a special song comes on, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna record this. So I get where it's coming from. I completely see both sides of not wanting it to happen, but not being able to fight that urge to sit and record. So we would love to know in the comments, what do you think? What's your opinion on people recording? Is it a no-no, or are you like fucking, you're like, yes, record away because you never know when you might witness history. So tell us your thoughts in the comments. With that, Mariah, thanks for being on to talk about cell phones and recording concert shit.
Thanks for having me. As always, it's always a pleasure.
All right, Patrick, thanks for coming on and talking about this important topic that we needed to talk about.
Best channel on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. Hey, that's awesome. Hey, tell us in the comments, like, subscribe, what the hell, ring the bell. Remember, I host Hair Metal Mansion every Saturday from 6 to 8 Central Time on Rock 101 KLOL. And hey, whatever you can do to support the channel, I just appreciate you being here. Until the next video comes out, my name is Anthony. They call me the Guru. Take care of yourselves.